Alright, this is Arrow. Here we are on a plane leaving Oklahoma City to Sisters in Colorado, and she cooks. There we go, and Puppy. Good. This is a map of us leaving Denver on our first leg to Moab.
Roadtrip snacks. Roadtrip snacks.
There's gonna be a lot of snack videos.
Turkey, rice cakes, and we stocked up on some canned wine and champagne for later.
Basics.
Yeah, and we were like
About
somewhere
to
in
drive
Colorado.
through Glenwood Canyon.
A really pretty drive. And then we get to Hot Springs. We sit in the hot springs for a while, and it's more relaxing than you think it is. All the mineral stuff in the water. There's pizza, which was like the last pizza they had.
We made it!
Utah, here we go.
Yay!
There's a sign of Utah. Because if you don't get a picture with the state, it didn't happen. Arches National Park. This is the easy part of the trail. And there's me carrying a tripod forever. Up a big rock face. That's basically everything in Moab looks like that. And there's a pretty arch and pretty people. That's how big it is. You don't think it's that big, but look how tiny humans we are. This video looks like we're comfortable. We're not comfortable at all. It's freezing.
Dry layers.
They're gonna get wet.
So we have to wait it out until it stops raining and then put the dry layers on.
But look how pretty this is.
And I think it's that pretty, but it was freezing.
Storm happened.
We barely caught that light. We waited out here for the sun to go down so that we could take nighttime pictures, even though we've never done that before.
Watch the somewhat sunset at the arches.
Yeah, and the arches, you can look. I don't know if you can see it.
Then turn around and you can't see anything because it's pitch black. But there's the big rock over there. And so to walk back.
Just checked into Moab Rustic Inn,
Oh yeah.
and the shower pressure is amazing. Anyways, having some snacks because everything's closed.
It's 11 o'clock. I had a little bit of an adventure in the dark with some new friends back. And now we're snacking because nothing's open. But good thing we grabbed groceries. So that we
Tortilla
can have tortilla chicken wraps.
and rice cakes and snap peas.
And then maybe some chocolate chip banana bread we got from a coffee shop earlier this morning at 7 a.m.
Okay, bye. Good morning. It's 5:45 a.m. and we're gonna go watch Deadhorse Point sunrise. We got some chocolate banana bread and some coffee. I'm really pumped. Okay, bye.
We drove like an hour out to Deadhorse Point. We're the only ones out there. Again, freezing. And then we played around here for quite a while, hour or so. It's really pretty. Yep, see. Biscuits and gravy, tasty. It's a cool little diner. And then that's us leaving Moab.
Hey, we just went up to.
Yeah, if you drive by that, go hike up there. It's cool. It's way bigger than you think it is. I can't believe we found those sweet kale salads in that tiny gas station in the middle of nowhere.
With a view, and we're having a little picnic, lunch, some salad bags. You can see that. We're gonna split this little spiked whatever, and then the view.
This is, yeah. Put the dressing in the bag and mix it up, and then open it back up. You don't need a bowl. Monument Valley, a couple hours away. Really pretty stuff. And I think we stop at. Here we go.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump Point.
Run, run, run.
But you just missed it that there was like 50 people out here.
Everywhere.
fun picture. See? All this is done by a tripod. Tripod life, Monument Valley. Pretty. There's me. I don't know what I'm doing. This is where Daniel goes, what do we do for this picture? And then she just jumps on me. That happens a lot. Sean, did that look cute? Yes, of course it did.
Morning. Morning.
Day 3, right?
Yeah, day 3.
It feels like it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
And we have like 3 more days, which just feels crazy. It's early. We just stayed at a legit Airbnb.
Horseshoe Bend. You won't see this in the pictures, but goodness gracious, were there people everywhere. Man, that place is popular. And people are rude at those places. You gotta get there early. This place is really fun. See? Tripod.
But packed.
Packed. It's so hard to get these pictures without people everywhere. It's funny because the route that you're seeing and the route that we thought we were doing, we did not do. And we have no idea how we got there. But we made it Zion's day 1. There's Tashina. There's the shuttles that run from the front of the park into the park because you can't access it any other way. Angel Landing, super sketch, super dope. See, back and forth. That's definitely tough on the legs. Those chains at certain sections where they were sketchy were polished. That so many people had used them. The GoPro makes things seem more dramatic than they are, but this is really how dramatic it was. There was not a lot of room. There's no room for error, that's for sure. Yeah. Even to hold the GoPro in one hand is sketchy. Yeah, and that part. This isn't the way up. And there we are, at the top. There's Grandpa. Super pretty. Couldn't tell if he liked getting his pictures taken or not. So you'll see in a little bit. Yeah. Pictures. See, that's the top up there. Snacks. And then Grandpa's gonna talk about something about sugar. Oh, some marathoner. Snacks. Miss Marilyn making us food. These are hobo dinners where you basically take your starches, veggies, and meat and throw them in a aluminum foil and put them on the fire. This is from the campground, actually. This isn't even in the park, like 40 minutes away. Another early.
It's our anniversary. And we're gonna hike the Narrows today.
6:30?
30? Yeah. And we're gonna...
On the shuttle bus.
I'll flip it around.
This was the second shuttle out that morning and it was packed. There we are. Look, Grandpa. Cute. And this is starting to walk in. Beanies, layers.
It was cold.
Cold.
And we're off.
We had, yeah, cold.
See how many miles.
But worth getting up early because there was no one out there. He did everything in jean shorts. Doesn't matter what it was.
And his hat.
Yeah, and that hat that Marilyn made him wear. This is GoPro in the water because the water was that clear, as you can see, but it was freezing.
Like how cold?
Cold. Colder than you want it to be cold. Like shivering cold. Pop-Tarts, snacks. Those sticks, there's no way you could do that without those sticks. The water is either like 6 inches deep up to like 4 or 5 feet deep. And it's really strong. Just sitting right there, shivering. You can't tell. We're shivering. Super pretty. Look at that. It's amazing. This was where we couldn't decide how far we wanted to go, and no one, the other people in the river didn't know either, because there's a huge rock. On the back side of the rock was a big hole, and you'll see me trying to jump in and out of it here in a second. So pretty. Freezing. Look, listen. Dang. Yeah. Miserable. Super cold. This is me jumping back on the rock. So I climbed over there to see how deep it was, and when I jumped in the water, I couldn't reach the bottom. So we decided to turn around and go back.
But we had already gone
like 4 miles in. And we were seeing people who were coming down from the through hike who had camped upriver from there. So we know we have gotten past the really pretty stuff.
One little piece of sunlight.
The first sunlight all day. It was easily 30 degrees warmer than any other time during that morning. Yep. So you can already see people in the shot. We're heading back out. There were people.
We're on our way back.
Look.
I'm only by
That's the look he gave us so many times. We point the camera at him. 4 close calls. Somehow, our upper half stayed dry. Danielle only had 1 fall, which can't believe we didn't have that on.
Mine was.
Here we go. Pull-ups off a stick.
Awesome.
Yes. That stick was the 1 fall that Danielle had.
We're almost finished, and it's sunny.
Yeah, so it's about 5 hours of hiking.
Yeah, we've been in the dark.
Maybe.
It's been cold, but it's been beautiful.
Yep.
And it was our anniversary.
And it was an anniversary. It was a great hike. Great day.
We just finished. It's like 1:48.
People everywhere.
The RV at 5:48, 6 a.m. ish. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Look, happy to be done. And we know there's going to be foods. She was so excited to just hang out and wait for us. I don't know what's happening. She has peaches in her eye. Something. We went up to a bridge and got these shots that afternoon. And there's Marilyn the next day. We went for a little short hike up to this overlook for some pictures and pistols and more pictures. That's a cool little hike. Small. This is our last day out. A little shot of Champs. Then we hit the road to Vegas. That was our last night, and it was overwhelming coming from sitting in the desert to all that lights and energy and snacks. And here we go. That's the end of the video. Great trip, great weekend. 100% recommend road tripping through Utah.
Favorite memory?
Was probably once we got to the actual Narrows, and like you could tell how excited Grandpa was to be there.
How sketchy was Angel's Landing?
Angel's Landing was super sketchy. If there wasn't a chain there, I don't know if we would have done it. For sure.